If you like long-lasting, beastly projecting and complimenting fragrances, then this video is for you. Hey everyone, this is Mehdi. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'll be reviewing 15 of most complimented, long-lasting and beastly projecting fragrances from my collection. I want to start without any further ado by House of Yves Saint Laurent at number 15. Why EDP? It is a citrusy, woody fragrance with some hints of juicy sweetness at the background. We have also some kind of supporter notes, sub notes at the betweens, which give to fragrance a little different kick. For example, ginger gives here aggressive type of sourness, and vetiver at the dry down gives to fragrance a rooty, woody dry down. So I can get like 7 to 8 hours plus in terms of longevity with 2 hours of very good projection and sillage. At number 14 from House of VERSACE, Dylan Blue. It is a solid blue fragrance with a little bit of green notes at the background. Smells very classic, timeless, shower jelly, fresh and smoky, woody and kinda incensey, earthy at the dry down. Works great with my body chemistry and turns to a monster when I sweat. Also works great with my sweat and gets a little bit more smoky and salty. Projects very loud, lasts on me like 10 to 12 hours plus solid, and in the breezy days, just it is like nuclear projecting type of fragrance. At number 13 from House of Giorgio Armani, Acqua di Gio Profumo, king of aquatic fragrances, one of the best aquatic fragrances in the market. So it smells fresh, a bit like watery aquatic, clear. It is sweet, slightly floral and woody, incensey at the dry down. You can get that incensey note at the beginning, but it is more incensey at the dry down. It is parfum concentration, and you can feel when you sniff the atomizer. It is very solid and opulent, rich type of fragrance. Lasts only 12 hours plus with 2 to 3 hours. Very good projection and sillage, and out of this world complimenting factor, let's say. At number 12 from House of Tom Ford, NOIR Extreme, a vanilla, loud, floral and sweet fragrance with prominent pistachio note, which gives to fragrance a unique stance. Character of fragrance is oriental, smells a little bit edible, happy and sexy. I can get sort of tobacco-y vibe way at the background. A tiny tobacco feel is going on, let's say. Lasts only 12 hours plus with 2 to 3 hours. Very great projection and sillage. At number 11 from House of Prada, L'Homme Intense. I heard that unfortunately has been discontinued lately. Such a shame. Smells just perfect. It is a bit floral, leathery, spicy, black peppery, woody, and we have a very thick sweetness which comes from tonka at the base of the fragrance. It just sticks to my skin, let's say, to this one. It is very sticky and stubborn type of lasting fragrance, and projects and projects. At number 10, another king for summer after Acqua di Gio Profumo, in my opinion, is this one. Light Blue Intense from House of Dolce & Gabbana. It is a very unique fragrance. Scent profile of this fragrance is different compared to 100% of my collection. Smells floral, a bit woody, aquatic in an oceanic way. So if you are not into oceanic and this type of, let's say, fishy or CBD smelling fragrances, this one is not for you. In terms of performance, hands down, one of the best complimenting and long-lasting fragrances in this class. Aquatic freshy fragrances last like 10 to 12 hours plus, and I can get like 2 to 3 hours very good projection and sillage. At number 9, again from House of Giorgio Armani, a masterpiece in my book. Armani Code ABSOLU. It is a designer fragrance with a niche touch, let's say. So smells just perfect. It is sweet, slightly leathery, suede, spicy, woody, with hints of some tobacco-y feel at the background. I can get sort of irisy, powdery note at the opening of this fragrance without being lipsticky or Dior homme. Just some sort of irisy note is available there. At the dry down, it is not that much in that territory. I can get like 7 to 8 hours plus in terms of longevity with 2 to 3 hours, very huge projection and sillage. At number 8 from House of Jean Paul Gaultier, Scandal Pour Homme, a sickly, thick, sweet fragrance, let's say, to this one, with ton of vanilla, caramel. Caramel is much more prominent compared to vanilla, and tonka. Just gets a bit woodier at the dry down, but still will go on sickly and overly sweet. Lasts like 10 to 12 hours plus on me, and I can get very loud and big projection for 2 to 3 hours. At number 7, a great GP is here from House of Armaf, Hunter Intense. For this price, you cannot get any better fragrance compared to this one in terms of performance and compliments. Smells sweet, slightly fruity and woody, like mixture of Invictus and Dior Sauvage. Not as fresh as or as aquatic as Invictus, and not as amber accent as Dior Sauvage. I can get like 12 hours plus with this one, and 2 to 3 hours. Very great projection and sillage. At number 6, from House of Rasasi, HAWAS, my lovely compliment monster. It is sweet, aquatic, fruity, plummy, slightly citrusy, not that much in the citrusy side. I can get some sort of spiciness, like a bit cinnamony, cardamom type of sweet spiciness, with woody, slightly amber accent dried on. It is a very complex aquatic fragrance. They worked great here. They didn't try to give out something simple, common, usual, ordinary. Fragrance is twisted and complex. Lasts on me like 10 to 12 hours plus, with 3 hours solid projection and sillage. Now we are at top 5. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and if you want to watch more videos like this, the only thing that I ask is that subscribe to the channel and support me by your likes if you find value in this video. We have here Dior Sauvage ELIXIR, a fresh, spicy fragrance. I can get tons of spiciness. Fragrance is lavendery freshness is going on here, and for whatever reason I can get oud. Reminds me of Oud for Greatness by Initio. Somehow reminds me of that fragrance, let's say, without being that much oudy or that much sweet. It has some sort of mutual DNA, let's say. With that fragrance, I can get 12 hours plus longevity and 3 hours great projection and sillage. At number 4, another ELIXIR from another house, Paco Rabanne's 1 Million ELIXIR. It is 2020 release. A fruity, floral, sweet and loud, long-lasting fragrance. Reminds me of Instant Crush by Montserrat. Let's say to this one, Instant Crush with a designer stance. I don't say that these are identical fragrances, or if you have one of them, the other one is redundant, but I can get very inspired atmosphere here. Lasts over 12 hours plus on me in terms of longevity, and projects very good for 2 to 3 hours. At number 3, again from House of Jean Paul Gaultier, Ultra Male, a sweet, fruity, bubblegummy fragrance with some sort of ambery, earthy and dustiness at the background. This fragrance is overly sweet because we have some fruity sweetness and some ambery sweetness. Amber is also here sweet. In terms of performance, no need to say anything, just lasts forever and projects and projects. At number 2, from House of Viktor and Rolf, Spicebomb Extreme, a cumin, vanilla and cinnamon bomb with hints of tobacco at the background. Tobacco is not that much prominent here. It is mostly in the sweet and spicy side. I like kind of more regular version of this fragrance, but in terms of compliments, performance and projection, definitely cannot beat this one. This one lasts like 12 hours plus. That one is, the regular version is like 6 hours, and I can get like 2 to 3 hours solid projection and sillage with this one. At number 1, at the top of the list, from House of Emporio Armani, Stronger With You. Absolutely, you can go by intensely version of this fragrance as well. In terms of projection, performance, scent profile, they are very similar to each other, but in terms of compliments, I have better experiences with this one. Smells like woody, spicy, nutty, creamy, with drops of, let's say, booziness at the back. It is not big time in the boozy side, it is mostly in the nutty, creamy, sweet and woody side. Lasts like 12 hours plus, and guys, like 4-5 hours huge projection and sillage I can get with this one. Take care.